Let's start with Punch newspaper this morning. Military, police vow tough actions for ballot box snatchers and others. The military and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, have declared a battle against hoodlums who may be planning to snatch ballot boxes during Saturday's governorship election in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. The security chiefs threatened to deal with troublemaker, just as the police authorities said they had deployed 67,000 personnel in Kogi and Bayelsa State ahead of the poll. You can get more of this news coming from Punch newspaper this morning. Lawyer foams as EFCC failed to free Emefiele. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission on Monday failed to produce in court former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, as directed by the court. The Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja had on Thursday ordered the commission to either release Emefiele unconditionally or produce him in court on Monday for the hearing of a motion on his bail. You can get more of that coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Nigeria lost 4.3 trillion naira to oil theft in 5 years, says FG. The federal government on Monday revealed that more than 4.3 trillion naira worth of crude oil was stolen in 7,143 pipeline vandalism cases within a period of 5 years. It disclosed this at the Nigerian International Pipeline Technology and Security Conference in Abuja with the theme Bolstering Regulation, Technology and Security for Growth. The conference was organized by the Pipeline Professionals Association of Nigeria. You can get more of this story coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Let's move to Lagos State. Lagos sealed 8-story Ikoyi building under construction threatening demolition. The Lagos State government has sealed an 8th-floor property belonging to Meccano Company after the firm ignored the stop work order earlier served on it. The government threatened that demolition will follow if the needful was not done. A statement on Monday indicated that the development was in continuation of the state government's efforts aimed at restoring sanity to the belt sector, especially along the waterfall corridors. You can get more of that story coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. Mohbad, court sends nurse friends back to custody. The Lagos State Magistrate Court in Yaba on Monday sent back to custody a 37-year-old auxiliary nurse, Fisayo Ogedengbe, arrested by the police in connection with the controversial death of hip-hop artist Ilerioluwa Loba alias Mohbad. The nurse, it was alleged, gave the late singer some injection that resulted in his death. You can get more of that story from Punch newspaper this morning. Presidency, Obi exchange words over Supreme Court judgment. Presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Monday slammed the Supreme Court judgment that affirmed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory, saying he found the verdict contradictory and disappointing. But in a swift response, the presidency slammed Obi, describing him as a copycat who tried in vain to gaslight Nigerians with false claim and innudious. You can get more of that story coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. President Tinubu to present 2024 budget third week of November. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is expected to present the 2024 appropriation bill to a joint section of the National Assembly in the third week of November 2023, the Punch learned on Monday. Senior sources within the presidency who confirmed this to our correspondent said the president will present the documents to lawmakers in the week beginning November 2023 to, among other things, maintain the January-December budget implementation cycle. You can get more of that story coming to you from Punch newspaper this morning. LP, lawmakers can't stop SUV purchase, Senator. A Labour Party lawmaker in the Senate, Senator Neda Imaseon, has said it is unfair for Nigerians to criticize Labour Party lawmaker for not rejecting the plan by the National Assembly to buy sport utility vehicle allegedly worth 160 million naira for each lawmaker. You can get more of this story coming to you from Punch newspaper this month. And let's quickly move to the Nation newspaper this morning. Federal government to Nigerians shun terror alert fears. Shun terror alert fear. Following the travel advisory by the United States, the federal government yesterday said there is no cause for panic by Nigerians. It also said it will ensure the safety and well-being of all Nigerians and visitors. You can get more of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Ekiti Independent Power Project begins operation. Ekiti State Government has begun the test run of Independent Power Project IPP as part of effort to boost electricity supply. The Independent Power Station, which was initiated by former Governor Kayode Fayemi-led government and completed by incumbent Governor Abiodun Oyebanji, was one in the series of intervention to address inherent challenges in electricity supply to the state. You can get more of that story coming to you from the Nation newspaper this month. Heavy rain alert in Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, 12 others. Heavy rainfall is expected today in Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, Taraba, and 11 other states. The Nigeria Meteorological Agency warned residents yesterday. In the next 3 days, there are chances of extremely high temperature in some northern states, it added. You can get more of that details from the Nation newspaper this morning. Rivers PDP stakeholders back Wike, flay allegations against him. People's Democratic Party PDP stakeholders from Ikwere local government area in River have backed Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Nyesom Wike over the political crisis rocking the state. The PDP leaders from all the wards in Ikwere, Wike's council endorsed all the resolution of the House of Assembly led by Speaker Martins Amewuli. You can get more of that details from The Nation newspaper this morning. Wage award. Oyo workers to get 25,000 naira for 6 months. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has approved payments of 25,000 naira for workers and 15,000 naira for pensioner as wage award. With the move, the governor has laid to rest months of speculations and fear of breach of industrial harmony between the government and the workforce. You can get more details of this news coming to you from The Nation newspaper. Tinubu committed to a better Nigeria. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Betta Edu, has challenged every Nigeria to do something to contribute their quota to nation building rather than fold his hands and complain. She spoke during Ray Power Current Affairs program. Fact File Dr. Edu said governance is a work in progress and that the country's problem will not disappear overnight. You can get more of that details from The Nation this morning. Why power should shift to Yewa Awori. Whenever power shift arrangements is mentioned in our political discourse, it often provokes a range of emotions, reactions, and sentiments almost simultaneously. Why? You can get more of this coming to you from The Nation newspaper this morning. Kogi Governor poll, Igbo community pledge block votes for Ododo APC. In less than 1 week to governorship election in Kogi State, the Igbo Community Association in the Confluence State has pledged 100% block vote to ensure the overwhelming victory of All Progressive Congress APC in the governorship candidate Usman Ododo. The group assure Governor Yaya Bello of an unflinching support for his administration as the November polls approaches. And from the business desk of the nation, President Tinubu challenges African leaders on blue economy. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday urged African leaders to prioritize the blue economy to boost job creation and take Africans out of woods. Speaking at the 43rd Annual Council of the Port Management Association of West and Central Africa Conference in Lagos, the president, who was represented by the Minister of Marine and Blue Economic, Adegboye Oyetola, underlined the critical role of the blue economy and port development in the collective prosperity of African nation, emphasizing that the sector holds immense potential for the West and Central Africa when the port is fully automated. You can get details of that news coming to you from the Nation newspaper this morning. Appeal Court reverses ruling in Kano Guba dispute. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has reversed judgments in the appeal filed by Governor Abba Kabiru Yusuf challenging his removal by the Kano Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. The three-man panel of judges led by Justice Oluyemi Akitan Osadebayo had sacked Yusuf of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) on September 20 by declaring 165,663 of his votes invalid because they were not signed and stamped by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). You can get more of that detail of the news from Daily Trust this morning. Yes, it's time for us to bring our in-house analyst, Mr. Salman Salami is our in-house analyst and public affairs commentator. He's a seasoned journalist and media consultant. Good morning, Mr. Salami.
Very good morning to you, presenter.
Yes, Mr. Salami, you are welcome this morning.
Thank you very much, our super citizen listeners. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Salami, I want us to start with the military and police that have vowed tough for ballot snatcher in the coming election. What's your take on that, sir?
Well, we thank God that our security agencies are now up and doing. We also thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for ensuring that the election in Kogi State will be free, fair, transparent, and credible. It is gratifying to know that the election in these 3 states will be free and the federal government will not interfere with the processes, the electoral processes that will take place in these 3 states. It is a good and welcome development. Well, the agencies, security agencies, especially the police, are vowed to deal decisively with ballot snatchers, with troublemakers, even with vote buying. It is a very welcome development, and they have read the Riot Act to everyone that the election should be transparent. It should be seen to be transparent, and all eligible voters should be allowed to cast their votes to the candidates of their choice. Now, what I want to advise is this. I want parents to warn their children not to be used by politicians. They should ensure that their children do not allow themselves to be a pawn in a chess game. The question we should ask is this: who are those snatching ballot boxes? Will the children of the big men do that? No, it is the children of the poor people that allow themselves to be used by these politicians. Their own children will either be in the comfort of their home or they are not even here at all. For how long will the poor masses allow themselves to be used? In actual fact, I do not want to see any incidents of ballot snatching or violence. The international community is watching Nigeria, and I want Nigeria to take a rightful place in the Committee of Nations by being seen as a country that has now imbibed the tenets and the rudiments of democracy. That is, where power will belong to the people, where sovereignty will belong to the people, and where democracy in its true meaning and sense will be allowed to germinate, to survive, and to thrive in Nigeria. That is what we are looking for.
And that is what is expected, and we pray that will happen. Quickly, let's see what presidency and Obi exchange word over Supreme Court judge. Are we still on this, sir?
It is unfortunate that the Labour Party presidential candidate is still expressing tantrums. Now, as Nigerians know, the election is over. We now have a president in place, courtesy of the people of Nigeria and the Supreme Court. Well, all the provisions of the constitution has been met. The constitution provides that whoever feels displeased with the outcome of the election can approach the court. They have approached the court. The court being the court of law and not court of sentiment, and not a beer parlor discussion place, has looked at the law, has looked at the evidence adduced by the candidates, and the court has pronounced, as it deems it fit, there must be an end to litigation. The lawyers always say res judicata. It is now time for governance. Please let us support Mr. President to deliver the bountiful dividends of democracy to Nigerians. You still have another chance.
But those comments raised against Supreme Court, what's your take on that at this point?
It is uncharitable for Peter Obi to have done that. We should respect the court of the land. Even a customary court. A court is a court. Any court of Nigeria should be respected, and the pronouncements coming from the court should be respected. These are sacred institutions. We can't rubbish our institutions. It is the bastion and the hope of the common man. There are provisions for appeal, but it stops at the Supreme Court. All the courts of the land, whether it is magistrate court, whether it is high court, whether it is the court of appeal, whether it is the Supreme Court, all the pronouncements coming from the temple of justice should be respected. We should not in any way stampede or ridicule the judiciary. It is the hope of the common man. And mind you, Obi too was a beneficiary of the court of the land at a time when he felt displeased with what happened in Anambra State during the gubernatorial election. It was the court that reinstated him as the duly elected governor of Anambra State. Why is it that when the pronouncement of the court favors you, it is good, and the moment it goes against what you think or you have failed hope, then you think the right thing to do is to poo-poo and rubbish the courts of the land? This is unacceptable and it should stop forthwith.
Yes, it has to stop. Nigerian cannot be rubbishing our court of the land. Quickly, sir, I want your reaction on EFCC and Emefiele saga as result to it was not brought to the court.
Well, I think the federal government should respect the rule of law, although Emefiele did not when he was the governor of CBN. But even at that, the fact that Emefiele did not respect the order of the court of law does not mean that the federal government should disobey the court of the land. The rule of law must prevail and not the rule of man. We as Citizen FM believe that it is the rule of law and not the rule of thumb or the rule of man. The rule of law must be obeyed. That is when we can deepen our democracy. When the court ruled that Emefiele should be produced in court yesterday, he ought to have been produced. He ought to have been produced. Flagrant disobedience to the court of law is a clarion call to anarchy, and we don't want anarchy in this country. The pronouncements of the Alo chambers, they are sacred, they are sacrosanct, they should be respected.
Okay, Super Citizen, now it's time for you to join us on this newspaper review for this morning and make your own opinion count. And the numbers to reach us are 0903 22 29 797, 0818 22 22 206, 0818 22 22 205. You can call us and make your point count. Now, Mr. Salami, can we quickly go to the news that came that said the budget will be presented in the third week of this month? What is
it's a very good
before that, let's take these callers, please. Hello, good morning.
Morning, this is Akrele speaking from Cuba.
Mr. Akrele, can you please raise your voice and make your point quickly?
Yes, I want to wish you well, and then I wish Nigeria well. But where some of this problem we are having is that when you see a nation, as we stay in this Nigeria and belong to each other, people after even the court being pronounced has pronounced that judgment has been good and against you or in your favor, people still go out and make some statement that is not supposed to be. You can imagine somebody accusing people before this election. I said it. The name calling. Presidential election, people are calling some people bad name and so many things, some tribe or something like that. It's supposed not to be in this present what do you call it time we are. It's not supposed to happen in Nigeria. We are to be our brother's keeper. You can imagine election should not be a do or die affair. When court has pronounced, and everybody sat down for over 12 hours in this nation, watching how the case was going to go this year, or this president election was going to go. It wasn't like normal this thing that you say kangaroo court. 24, almost 12 good hours. Somebody sat down and brought out all those things. You cannot even respect it. And after that one, you said you are a political presidential, what is it called?
Candidate.
And you are still making a statement like this. And the court cannot call you to order. I think there should be something now that people should be called for a court or some people.
Hello? Okay.
Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much for that. Mr. Salami.
I think Mr. Akerele has spoken very well. I think that incendiary statement after court pronouncement should be frowned against by all right-thinking Nigerians. We cannot rubbish our institutions.
Okay, Mr. Salami, let me take this call quickly. Hello?
Good morning.
Can you please speak louder? Your name and where you are calling from?
It's Clement from Maraba.
Clement.
Yeah,
Super Citizen Clement, you are welcome. Quickly make your point.
This Samuel Salami in the studio. You see, I think the question I really want to ask is what Akere has even said. You see, because I wanted to ask something that is it that there should be no penalty for people that goes against our law when a law has been made, the situation has been made to rest. All these people that still call on conference and whatever and rubbishing our image, everything with this. See, let me say this. I think it's high time Nigerians should at least, I don't know. I don't really understand because it is sometimes I will be good to understand that this matter of it favor you, yes, it usually the best. It doesn't favor you today. Nigeria is at the verge of collapse. I don't really exactly where we get it wrong. Why are we in this kind of situation? And another thing is I think if only they could have even answered the question from Supreme Court when Supreme Court the judges asked that somebody that wins 25% of 30 states. Is it Abuja? What is it Abuja that is special? And I want to ask again, these people that are still taking this case, apart from winning Abuja 25%, how many states do they win? They have 25% across this country.
Okay.
I don't even understand. Is it because of, I don't know exactly.
So your point is that there should be a penalty for them doing this to our...
I don't even know exactly where we are going to in this kind of, if we continue like this.
All right, thank you very much. You have made your point. Hello, good morning. Super Citizen, you are welcome. What's your name and where you're calling us from?
Good morning, my dear brother. My name is Alami. I'm calling from Guarimpa. I greet Mr. Alami this morning. Good morning. Honestly, I think the Nigeria Broadcasting Commission has lost its value and credibility as far as
No, don't say that. They are duly doing their job.
No,
I can tell you that.
There are some instances I can give you. You have a situation where a candidate that lost woefully, that came third, having press conference, and you see radio TV station going there, and you see him stealing all sorts of what I don't even know. You have his deputy coming to a radio station calling the government illegitimate government, inciting the general public against the government. And the person is still standing today. The individual who was also removed for rigging election. I urge everybody to go and read the judgment that removed that Ibadan from the Senate. That removed him from the Senate. Go and read the judgment. You see him, these are folks who they don't have any outer and democratic value in them. People that can't accept defeat, even when it is glaring, they don't want to start the country because it is not there. This ideology is either the highway or my own way.
Okay, you have made your point.
Candidates in the National Assembly and objecting to policies that are anti-people.
Okay.
They are still lamenting and waiting and making elections about themselves. They know the election, they should go and see them and wait in 2027.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have made your point. Let's take another call. Yes, good morning. Your name, where are you calling us from?
This is the voice of Kennedy. I'm calling from Karu.
Okay, Super Citizen Kennedy, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can you make your point quickly?
I guess our guest in the studio there says something. He said the rule of law must be obeyed, must be respected. Indeed, that is it. But my question to him and to Emefere, when he was in power, did he obey the rule of law?
He also said it too.
Very good. So this is a reminder to anybody that power is intoxicating, that no matter how you are in power, a day comes you will not be there, and that cover up will not be there. So let others learn from that. That's number one. I'm talking about Kogi election. You know, Salami was saying something. I love what he was saying. He said that these people that perpetrate snatching of ballot paper, they should be warned. Yes, I am never in support of them. But I tell you, if a thief don't know where he will steal something and go and sell, he will not go and thief. What am I trying to say? If they don't have sponsors, you know, they will not go as far as doing that. So as the security agency are going after them, they should also remember to go to these people that sponsor them, because they are the main reason why we encounter such. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. Salami, what is your reaction to all of this?
Well, most of them, they are spoken very well. The man who said that there should be consequence, I agree too, that after court pronouncement, after you have exhausted the constitutional avenue provided, that should be the end of it. And if you are a Democrat and you are not a bad loser, or you are just pretending to be a Democrat, then I believe that should be the end of it. You should respect the pronouncement from our courts. The judiciary is there to adjudicate over cases based on the evidence adduced before it. The Supreme Court did that, and that should have been the end of it. Whoever makes any incendiary statement against our institution, especially the judiciary, should face the consequence. They should not cross the line.
Let me quickly take this last caller. Hello?
Yes, good morning again. It's actually calling back.
Please quickly make your point in less than 30 seconds.
Yes, you see, Mr. Salami, you will agree with me. You can imagine the election was held in Kano, and the document where the paper that was supposed to be used was not signed, not stamped. They who conducted the election. Now, if the judge is what do you call it, the court pronounced that maybe this is exactly, they will tell you no, because the fewer people are the one making noise. When they make noise, they think that maybe they are the majority. So people keep quiet. It's not that maybe they don't know what to say.
Okay.
They know what to say, and we know where the thing is going. It's like somebody, a small boy in the house is cutting a tree in the bush, and the elderly person will be looking
nowhere
at
to
how
fall.
The tree is going to fall.
So
you understand me?
These are
the things where we don't know. So people should be careful with what they say, because this thing is blocking their way against this election.
All right.
People call themselves as the presidential candidate this time around now. They cannot contest next time, because all of us who are credible now, we are looking at them. They cannot. They don't have that charisma too.
All right. Thank you. You have made your point. And I will not be able to pick any other call again. Mr. Salami, you have to round up in next.
Let me just quickly say that we love what Dr. Betta Idu, the Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, said about our president, that President Tinubu is committed to a better Nigeria. We believe he is, and may God help him to deliver the dividends of democracy to Nigeria, so that Nigerians will now know that there is a transformational leader and not a transactional leader.
Thank you. That's the much we can take on today's newspaper review. Join us tomorrow for another edition. Mr. Salam, I want to thank you for coming. Always.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here. Thank you very much, sir.
And I want to thank all the super citizens listening to us. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll be here again.